let's start today's lecture with some objectives. Generally, these are asked for 2 marks. And these questions will help you classify the soil having given any data. So let's quickly start with the first question. A soil has liquid limit of 60% and plastic limit of 20%. Then the classification of soil as per IS soil classification system is. So here we have just 2 data, that is liquid limit, that is 60%, and plastic limit, that is 20%. Having these both values, we can find IP. So what is IP? LL minus PL. So it is 60 minus 20 and it is 40% from the given data. So having known IP, we need the plasticity chart to solve the sum. So in plasticity chart, in X and Y axis, we have the liquid limit and IP. To draw this chart, we have to just remember 2 key points. That is the axis and second, where the graph starts. As I've already said earlier, the graph doesn't start in the origin. It starts at a point 20. And the ratio is generally 10:15. That is 10 vertical to 15 horizontal. So just mark, and we have the demarcation line of 30, 35, 50, and to draw the A line we need 2 more points. So as we have seen the ratio in 10, let's mark the marking of 15. So if it is 15 horizontal and 10 vertical. So the next point is here. For the next 10, we have the next 15. So it is 50 here. So we have the A line. This is the A line, above which it is clay and below which it is silt. The A line's equation is given by 0.73 into LL minus 20%. So the IP or the equation of A line is 0.73 into LL minus 20%. So the LL is 60% minus 20. 0.73 into 40. We'll be getting 29.2%. So this is from the equation and this is from the given data. So in the equation, against the 60% of liquid limit, we have 29.2, whereas 40 is above. So this is the required point. And we can say from the Casagrande's chart that this is clay. So the soil is classified as CH because the liquid limit is greater than 50%. We call it as highly compressible. And it is clay from the Casagrande's chart. So let's see the next question. Question 2. The laboratory sieve analysis was carried out on a soil sample using a complete set of standard IS sieves. Out of 600 grams of soil used in the test, 240 grams was retained on the IS 600 micron sieve, 300 gram was retained on the IS 500 micron sieve, and the remaining was retained on IS 425 micron sieve. So they have asked us to find the value of Cu and classify the soil. So let's quickly see the table that will help us classify the soil. So sieve size given are 600 micron sieve, 500 micron sieve and 425 micron sieve. And the weight retained are 240, 300 in 500 micron sieve. Total is 600. So the value retained in 425 micron sieve will be 60%, 60 grams. So the cumulative weight retained is nothing but adding one sieve with the other. So first it is 240. The next is 240 plus 300, it is 540. 540 plus 60, it is 600. Generally, the final value of cumulative weight retained and the total weight retained must be equal. The next is percentage retained. Percentage retained is nothing but cumulative, say it is x, divided by the total into 100. So 240 by 600 into 100, that will be 40%, and 540 in a similar way it will be 90%, and the last one will be 100%. Percentage final is nothing but 100 minus percentage retained. So 100 minus 40 is 60, 100 minus 90 is 10, and it is 0. So they have asked the value of Cu. We know it is the ratio of D60 by D10. We need the value of D60 and D10. Just we need not get confused. We need to know what does D10 mean to make this so simple. So 10% finer. In the 10% finer, what is the particle size? So in 10% finer, the particle size is 500. Similarly, 60% finer, the particle size is 600. So 600 micron divided by 500 micron will give you the Cu value, that is 1.2. Having determined the value of Cu, we need to classify whether the soil is sand or gravel to classify it as well graded or poorly graded. So for 60% finer, we have the 600 micron, that is 600 micron sieve has 60% finer, that is 60% passes through the 600 micron sieve. Also passes through the 4.75 mm sieve. We have seen that 4.75 mm is the border between the gravel and sand. So since 60% has passed through this, we can classify this as sand. So having classified it as sand and with the value of Cu as 1.2, we can say it as poorly graded sand, because for sand the value should be greater than 6. Cu value should be greater than 6 for it to be well graded, and Cc value should range from 1 to 3. Since we have only the Cu value, with respect to it, we can say the soil classification as Sp. So the answer is Sp and the Cu value is 1.2. The next question is question 3. Data from a sieve analysis conducted on a given soil sample showed that 70% of the particles passed through the 75 micron sieve. The liquid limit and plastic limit of the finer fraction was found to be 42 and 30% respectively. The group symbol is. So we can apply the elimination technique here. First, we have to see how much is passing through 75 micron sieve. Having given that 70% has passed through 75 micron sieve, we can say that it is greater than 50%, so it is silt or clay. So having determined this, we can neglect the option A, which is clayey sand. We don't have sand. The next hint is the liquid limit. Let's check the liquid limit, and it is 42%. Intermediate compressibility limit, that is 35 to 50%. It lies within this range. So it is I. So we can neglect these two options, and this is the answer. Hope this is easy. You can also draw the plasticity chart to confirm it by yourselves. Question number 4. Sieve analysis on a dry soil sample of mass 1000 gram showed that 850 grams and 250 grams of soil passes through 4.75 mm and 0.075 mm respectively. The liquid limit and plastic limit of the soil sample is 425 micron sieve are 42% and 20% respectively. The soil may be classified as SC, CI, MI and SM are the options. So having given with the data, we can note that 850 grams has passed through the 4.75 mm sieve and 250 grams has passed through the 75 micron sieve. So the remaining or retained percent is 150 out of 1000 into 100, that is 15% has retained on 4.75 mm sieve. So it is less than 50%, thus it can be said as sand. The next one is 75 micron sieve. The percentage passed is 250 by 1000 into 100. So it is 25%. Again, this is less than 50%. So it cannot be silt or clay. So the answer is sand, which lies within this range. So having determined sand, we can neglect the option C and B. Now we have to determine whether it is silty sand or clayey sand. To determine it, we have to draw the plasticity chart. But to make it very simpler, let's first find the value of IP. IP is 42 minus 20, that is 22%, and by the equation we have 0.73 into 42 minus 20, that is LL minus 20%. So this value is 16.06%. As this is the A line, this value is above A line, so it can be classified as clay. So it is clayey sand. Option A. Moving on to question number 5. The laboratory test results of a soil sample are given below. Percentage finer than 4.75 mm is 60%. Percentage finer than 0.075 mm is 30%. Liquid limit is 35%. Plastic limit is 27%. The soil classification is, and we have the options. So let's again use the elimination technique, having known the concept very well. So we have the percentage that is passing through the 4.75 mm sieve is greater than 50, that is 60%. We have seen that 4.75 mm helps us classify between gravel and sand. So here it is more than 50% that is passing. So gravel is neglected, and thus the option A and C can be eliminated. And also the percentage finer than 75 micron sieve is 30%, that is less than 50%. So it is obviously sand. And also, since this percentage finer is not between 5 to 12%, it cannot be a dual symbol, meaning only 5 to 12% we give a dual symbol. So this can also be neglected, and finally we have the answer as SN. Again, you can draw the plasticity chart for yourself and determine whether the answer is right or wrong. Question 6. Based on grain distribution analysis, the D10, D30, D60 values of a given soil are 0.23 mm, 0.3 mm and 0.41 mm respectively. As per IS code, the soil classification will be. So here already they have classified it as sand. As we can see, the option everything has S in it. So now it is just that we have to find whether it is containing silt or clay, or it is well graded or poorly graded. But with the given data of D10, D30, D60, we can generally classify it as well graded or poorly graded. So for that reason, we will neglect these two options. Secondly, we know the formula for Cu, that is D60 by D10. Note here that we have to copy the values correctly during the exam, or else we tend to make mistakes. So it is 0.41 by 0.23. It is 1.783, and Cc is nothing but D30 square by D60 into D10. So it is 0.3 square divided by 0.41 into 0.23. The answer is 0.95. we know the ranges as well. CC should be between 1 to 3 for well graded. With remembering this only, we can say it as poorly graded, but also CU should be greater than 6 for well graded. So the answer is SP. It is poorly graded sand. The last question for the lecture is question 7. A soil has the liquid limit of 20% and plastic limit of 15%. The classification of soil as per IS soil classification is, and they have given us the options. I'll leave this question to you. Just solve this question and leave your answers in the comment section. In the next lecture, we shall start with this sum.